What's going on, everybody? This is Astinosis coming at you with a Goddess of Victory Nikke video, and today we have a pleasant surprise. As we know, the update is out, and as we also know, they sometimes like to sneak in some Nikkes within the Nikkepedia, and there's a couple of things to look at, actually. First of all, I already went through and looked at everybody, and well, I don't recall a tweet about this, but Sugar is getting a second mission skin. It's probably gonna be the next. It should be the next mission pass. I went through all the Nikkes, and she's the only one that got a new costume slid in there. And
if you need anything, just give me a shout.
yeah, because that little rub wasn't a certain kind of gesture.
I don't mind what the mission is, as long as it's.
I mean, I think it looks great. Looks great. Anyway, on top of that, we go to the Nikkepedia. We have finally. Oh, Moran is finally coming, and
hello, cadet.
oh my gosh, she looks so good. I've been wanting her for the longest time. Now her kit actually kind of surprises me. She's going to be a tank, and an almost seemingly nearly unkillable tank, kinda. I say unkillable, but obviously that's not entirely impossible. Depends on how much damage is coming out. But unlike Tia, for example, she's going to be, from what I can see, a bit more effective at taking those hits because, okay, activates at the start of battle with her Bring It On. So every time she loses 1% of HP, she is gaining 3.51%. Now, mind you, this is at skill level 10. And then this is, I mean, it's not a... I don't know if I'd say that's a ton of damage, but every 5 hits... when she, so she changes her weapons. That's her part of her burst. But the damage might not be all that significant. I'd be curious to see it in practice to see what kind of damage she is doing. But that is effectively never-ending gains of defense. Like, the longer a fight goes, the more damage she is taking, and she will be taking a lot of damage because she is basically constantly taunting. That's a lot of defense. Like, holy crap, that's a lot of defense. And if you're constantly healing her, and we'll get to the rest of her kit, yeah, that's pretty nutty. And now activates, so leave it to me, activates when firing the final bullet, affects 3 enemy units with the highest attack. So she's going to be taunting the 3 most dangerous. That 4 was for the taunt for 4 seconds. So the 3 most dangerous enemies on the field, she's going to be taunting. And then activates when HP falls below 20%, affects self, and effect changes. So this is effectively like, for those of you familiar with the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, this is like a last stand. This is like an oh snap button kind of thing, where, and it's on its own. Every time she drops below 20%, one time, max HP by 91% for 3 seconds. Activates once per battle. Now, where I'm curious is, does that give her the 91% as well? Or does it just raise her HP higher so you could heal her up? But either way, that's going to send her HP skyrocketing for 3 seconds. So it's like, oh shit, for 3 seconds. Basically, you get her back up. And the second time, 69 giggity, 0.84% for 3 seconds. And then the third time, 51%. So she effectively has the ability to oh shit herself 3 times for 3 seconds per by a lot. And at the same time, she is still consistently gaining all of this defense. That is insane. So she's going to be very hard to perish. Now her burst, the disadvantage here is that she is a 40-second cooldown, kind of like Noise. So this means you have to take a second burst 1. We got plenty of good options. There's Pepper. There's Dorothy, Leader. Yeah. So, and besides, let's take a quick look. Change the weapon in use. Not really sure exactly what that means. We're gonna have to see that in practice, I think. 14% of final attack, lasts for 10 seconds. So it recovers. Oh, so she basically becomes she gets a drain. All the damage she does is an HP drain for 10 seconds. Or not, I'm sorry, not all the damage. 36% of all the damage she's doing of attack damage. Taunts all enemies for 10 seconds. Cannot take cover. I mean, with as much defense as she's gaining, that's probably going to be a big deal. In this part, she also protects allies. Reduces damage taken by all allies 35.14% for 10 seconds. And then everyone gets a defense boost again. So, honestly, one of the uses I see this for people who can't take out the train, Altisin, boom, here you go. And then for stages that have an exponential amount of damage going out, which there's quite a lot, especially as you get through the hard modes and everything. I mean, I know I'm getting to stages where those bloody kamikazes are just going nuts. It's frustrating. Moran, she might actually be, in my opinion, the only Queen of the Underworld that gets like a SS rating. And again, she's, from what I can tell, purely defensive. And that's okay. Like, sometimes you need that defense because there's so much damage coming out at you. Now, let's look at her. This is mildly disappointing because where's her booty jiggle? Like, okay, so here, where my mouse is, like, it appears to have what could be looking like a booty jiggle, but it's more like the fabric is just moving. I mean, she's got a very elegant outfit. I love it. And, you know, the boobas obviously look amazing. So, yeah. And then her chibi version is absolutely adorable. Oh, you know what? Here's what we didn't look at. 1 second. I didn't look at the animations in her new outfit. Oh. Oh, she looks... She's sleek. Oh, yeah. That's juicy. But yeah, so... what a nice surprise to see that Moran is coming after Leona is gone. Speaking of which, I did do my pools last night. And yeah, I'm happy with her. So that video is up on YouTube already. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think about Moran. Are you pulling? Are you skipping? I'm personally pulling because I've been wanting her since I saw her on screen. I wanted all the queens, to be honest. They're so good. And I kind of identify with Moran to a degree because like the way they treat her, I've been through some of that kind of thing. And yeah, people are dicks, but yeah, she deserves credit. Like, she did great in the story too, and she's absolutely beautiful, and can't wait to pull. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and remember, for every like and subscribe that you do to my channels, a needy person's cheeks get clapped.